Though we are many, we are part of something. A force. Bigger than all of us. Our distinct fingerprints collectively shaping and forever changing what makes UCONN, UCONN. Forever making our mark. Forever making UCONN a part of us.
It begins with our mission and values, a culture of innovation and collaboration, achieving a global perspective beyond the classroom, turning education and theory into practice, developing lifelong interests and connections, and striving to make a difference in our communities. Marist College.
Hello, EGFC. Welcome back for another week of Super Smash Bros. Action. My name is Keela Miles, joined as always by the illustrious Soy. And this week, well, we're kind of running the classics. A lot of the old familiar teams back at it again, but with some new spins, some new takes, some new matchups, as the University of Connecticut is taking on Marist College to open us up.
Yeah, this has the makings of a fun matchup here. Marist looking to bounce back after their loss last week to the very talented William and Mary roster. And UConn, a team that's 0-5, but looking to pick up their first win here. And this is a roster that we've seen time and time again show a lot of potential. We'll see if they can put it all into action here today.
Yeah, Marist, well, they've got a lot on their plate. And I mean that in terms of a good and a bad. I mean, they've got so many players, and they're all training together, all getting better at the same time. But there is always a certain hierarchy. There is always the heavy hitters. And you can, at times, just put out someone who is going into a bad matchup and they're not sure about it. But Marist has always seemed pretty smart about how they're sending out people, their mentality behind who they choose, why. So I've got good feelings about Marist, but University of Connecticut, like you said, every team gets their good matchup. Every team gets their big upset eventually. And I feel like this is a prime opportunity for University of Connecticut. I mean, they got some good players. They've got, okay, last week, here's a hot news update. SomSom 2001, very big name. They got a win over Mississippi State BG. Very important. We didn't see them last week, did we, though, Soy? Or did we?
No, we did not.
But they did appear under a different name, which we are both trying to find frantically right now, but I don't think they're going to be up first. Instead, it's going to be Cozy Wrath opening us up.
Sorry, that news update. SomSom has changed his tag to CISO from last week.
CISO, yeah. We saw the Captain Falcon, and we knew SomSom 2001 was an amazing Captain Falcon, so either Connecticut is home of the best Captain Falcons in the world, or they just changed their name. You never know. And while we figure out what this first match was going to be, we're going to take a brief minute to go over where we're going to be going, our roadmap for the day. Let's throw it over to the schedule.
Yeah, fun stacked day here. Obviously, we start off with UConn versus Marist to kick us off. Then after this matchup, we've got William and Mary, that 4-1 roster on the rise, going up against Iona, the newcomers. St. John's versus Niagara, tale of two sides of the coin. And then we wrap up our day with a kind of up-and-coming rivalry, Canisius versus Hawaii.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one right there, but I've honestly, for today, got my eyes on William and Mary versus Iona. Iona has been on the come-up, but they have struggled at key points. I have good feelings about Iona, but they're kind of in the same place as George Washington for me. Like, they have all the tools. They're getting better every week, but can they get better fast enough to catch up to where these giants are already walking?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Iona certainly has a lot of talent, and I think they are very interesting to watch because of their strategy. It feels like they send in a lot of the heavy hitters early, and they put a lot of trust in the depth of their lineup. But we talk about depth in the lineup a lot, and it feels like these rosters, just across the board, every team we've got has a lot of depth on it.
Oh yeah, 100% Soy. I mean, that is what you get with having Smash teams instead of having players represent you. Sure, having a single player might help have a figurehead for your school, but it doesn't really showcase all your school has to offer. I mean, any scene will tell you that they have the most diverse representation of characters, that this is the opportunity for these colleges to go out and prove that not only do they have good players, not only do they have diverse players, they got the whole mixed bag. They got everything, the highs, the lows, the goods, the bads, all on display for us here in the EGFC. As we are now looking to get into the match soon, and we do know a bit about who is coming in. I mean, Relax, definitely a name many people will remember as, they're the Greninja player, if I believe, right? Not the other Greninja player, Rograt. They are the Disciple, the new blood, here to follow in Rograt's footsteps and keep Marist, keep their dreams alive as they take up the mantle, Teenage Mutant Ninja style, Turtle style. And I mean, they didn't look quite as clean as Rograt has at times, but they're definitely finding a lot of new terrain. As yeah, it is going to be Cozy Wrath opening us up on the Shulk.
Yeah, this has the makings of a good matchup here because Cozy Wrath is one of the players that you can tend to be streaky for UConn, but Shulk is a character that we've seen time and time again here in the EGF have a lot of success, and Relax, big name, of course, like you said, for Marist, currently undefeated in sets on the season, looking to hold on to that goose egg for now in the loss column.
Yeah, I mean, this matchup is going to be pretty tricky. As nice out of shield option there, very disjointed, able to catch Relax, even though it's not the fastest option. You can see Cozy Wrath is a wall, and when they have speed art up, they become a moving wall. But once Relax gets in, it's game over for them. You saw them tracking out with the Shadow Sneak and not able to get the shield out in time before you reach 36%. Reading the backslash onto stage 2, Relax is in their head.
Yeah, Relax is doing a really good job right now, and I feel like something else he's doing is he's changing the pace of this matchup really well. Normally it's Shulk who is dominating the pace of the matchup, but Relax, he goes in, finds his few hits, then he gets out, reads the defensive options slowly, and that's how he was able to take that first stop.
Very astute as Relax, goes for the hard commitment right there, but with shield online, would have even done anything? Now the danger zone is online, blinking red. Red for danger, but you're in danger when you whiff that upbeat. Relax is there. Even the softest hit of those shurikens would have been the end, but now you're back on Smash Art, and we're at 0%, much less risk.
Ooh, the upbeat catching him, just the last hitbox catching Relax there, so Relax will lose his first stock, but still a lot of work to be done for Cozy Wrath.
And well, Cozy Wrath clocking in right now. Again, they're always able to get that 37% before the shield art is able to come out. Check at the ledge, puts you in a pretty uncomfortable position. Shulk, not the best scramble options. They want to be controlling where and when the engagements happen. But Cozy Wrath hasn't really been afforded that. Relax has just been playing hit and run exactly as you should. And they get the hit, but Cozy Wrath's the one who runs away for now.
Boy, I like the idea to use that upbeat to try and edge guard, but Cozy Wrath doing a good job getting around it. For 105, has to play so carefully here if he wants to try and take this next stock.
Yeah, going in with the falling nair right there. And they are trying to throw out a lot more aerials. Tries to bait an air dodge right there, but Cozy Wrath doesn't give it to them, and then Relax doesn't react. So now we're reset again. Shield art online. That speed art, like I said, it lets you become a moving wall, but you lose a little bit of the control, the precision that Shulk likes, and the down tilt at ledge, the DI in is going to lead right into the forward air. Cozy Wrath sent off the side as Relax gets 2 points on the board for Marist College.
Yeah, solid showing from Relax, and it's like you said, that kind of change of pace, that style of hit and run is something Relax has shown us time and time again. You saw it on full display there. A character that normally dictates the pace in Shulk was kind of hung out to dry.
Yeah, it really did kind of feel like at times they were trying to set up this wall, but there are always going to be cracks in it. There's no character. Okay, hold on. Let me double check. Okay, usually, if you're playing correctly in neutral, you're not going to get completely walled out by aerials. If you mix up your options, there's no way to cover everything. But if you're very predictable with how you throw out those aerials, always landing with Nair, always landing with a retreating forward air, like we saw Kozirath, they weren't completely predictable, but, well, when it came down to it, there was a rhythm. And there were breaks in that rhythm, and during those pauses is where Relax would strike.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I also love the times when Relax got hit were few and far between because he was able to kind of change the pace once again. Think of those times early on in the matchup, he was using the quick shuriken to stall himself in the air, and then later on in that first game, he was using down air to approach aggressively rather than, stalling out up high. So good, awareness by Relax to adapt, change the game plan, and make himself really hard to predict.
And predictable is another word I would use to describe, not unintentionally. Like, Kozirath was a little bit too easy off stage. I mean, you've got so many mix-up options with, well, speed art, jump art, just ways to suddenly change every mechanic about your character. That's what Minato does. However, they weren't really using them off stage as much. That was more of an on-stage combo tool for them, which did net them some good percent, some good stage control, but when you don't save those resources for off stage, you're liable to get hit by a shadow sneak, as Relax demonstrated. We're gonna see if they can clean up that idea, maybe be a little cleaner off stage, and, well, try and find a better way to set up the cage, keep Relax out.
Kalos, the stage pick here for game number 2, and I feel like this has got to be a comfort pick for Kozirath, because I'm not sure this stage necessarily helps.
Yeah, it helps stop the kills off the top a little bit. And Shulk, I believe, does have a kill throw off the top, but either way, it's just giving you more options off the ledge, sure, but when you're on the ledge, I mean, Relax can cover the platform with the up smash. Recently got a shadow buff right there, so you're actually able to connect it. And then the Buster, it means you eat so much damage from that. And with the water spurt off of the up B, they're able to gimp Kozirath.
That's a huge early stock, too. And Kozirath, you saw the idea. Switch to jump art, stall out for as long as you can, and try and drift back to the ledge, but just the drift not quite there thanks to that up B, and Relax up a full stock here, nearly lapping him in percents, too. Maybe off this combo, but no follow-up.
Getting the parry off of the landing there is an opening, but even with your speed, you're not able to catch up to Shulk as he lands. Now you can see Relax trying to space these forward airs, but you're grabbed right out of them. The burst range of Shulk is so hard to contest with. I mean, the fact that he goes from one of the slowest to the fastest characters in the game, faster than I think even Greninja, it's terrifying. I mean, now the Smash Art is online, and this is a mixed bag. As you can see, they're throwing out a lot of big options right there, but waiting for the air dodge is good, and not committing all the way to the Smash Art. Shield art comes out in the end, and even though if you had one neutral you would have gotten the kill, it's better to preserve the stock.
Whoa, what a clean parry punish from Relax, knowing Kozirath is going to throw out that second hit of up B, gets the parry, gets the down tilt, and cleans up with the forward air.
That counter lasted long enough for you to do a full hop into landing there. Nice. Nice, that's all I gotta say. As Kozirath pokes at the defenses. Relax isn't going to let them in that easily, but they're going to be sent off stage. Greninja with plenty of mix-ups, though, and if you can't really go off stage, this character can be pretty tricky to recover, but you can go off stage with a big old swing of the forward air.
That forward air just does so much work, like you said. And now Cozy Wrath on his last stock, burning shield here early to get out of that combo. And now he takes center stage, but Relax again, finding his way in.
And Relax may be a little cheeky there. Going for the gimp at that percent? Come on, my friend. That ain't gonna work. But what will work is controlling the ground game completely. As the dash dance, the B-reverse shurikens, it's making Cozy Wrath so unsure of how to approach until you have the speed to actually get in there. But you get the counter right there. You trade your stock for it. Relax, even with the spike at that percent, with speed art, they were still able to get back to stage. Now you're on last stock against Cozy Wrath. Shul can make huge comebacks, but on Buster, you can build a percent lead pretty quickly.
Nearly finding the sweet spot of that forward or up smash. And now shield art going to be burned as well off of Cozy Wrath. So now he has to play very carefully. Grab, but no follow-up. Wants the forward air, but can't find it. And back to neutral they go.
I was going to say how disciplined Relax has seemed compared to previous weeks. Like, they seem like the perfect counterpick to Cozy Wrath. But it's starting, I feel like the nerve is starting to get to them a little bit more. That practice, that cold, calculated punish, it's not there as much. And even though you do finish it up, Cozy Wrath misjudging the spacing of that backslash. The adaptations that Cozy Wrath was putting on the table were starting to get to Relax in the end. But when you build the lead early, you're able to clean it up.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's like you said, Cozy Wrath right there just didn't have enough of a fight in the early game to give him a shot at the late game. And towards the end of that match, it felt like a lot of right idea, wrong execution, right? You think of the way Cozy Wrath tried to recover on that first stock, stalling using that jump art, but then not judging the fade correctly. There on the last stock, using the side B to try and get back to stage, and he just doesn't, judge that angle correctly. Even the counter from Relax on that second stock, great idea to try and seal away the game, but misjudges the percents, misjudges Shulk's recovery, and he's able to make it back to stage, and all of a sudden it was down to a last stock scenario. So a little, this is a pressure cooker type of situation, and it can get to some players, but like we saw, Relax was able to clutch it out in the end.
And up next, whew, we got a treat. Now, if you've been watching us at SSBU EGF or EGF SSBU, I'm not sure which one we're on. Either way, you know that I am a recovering Jigglypuff main. I still know everything about the character, though, and with all the buffs I've been looking at her, we got someone to come in and demonstrate what those buffs can do. As apparently, according to the Captain Zucchini of Marist, Stinky Cheese 782 is coming in. And they have been labbing these new changes constantly. Apparently, in that one interview, Zucchini said they had a renewed vigor to be practicing, labbing, trying to discover new stuff. I am very excited to see what they can do with everything that got changed. But they're going up against Gib, who I'm trying to remember. Were they the Game & Watch? No.
Pokemon trainer. I have them as a Pokemon
one.
trainer from about two or 3 weeks ago. They're currently 0-2 this season, whereas Stinky Cheese is 1-1 so far. So this is another kind of test of the depth of the roster for both of these teams.
And Pokemon Trainer versus Jigglypuff, I truly believe, on paper, Jigglypuff is not a great character. On paper, I think all three of the transformations beat Jigglypuff. However, if you don't have the matchup experience to truly get combos online, I feel like sticking to Ivysaur is your best and safest bet. You have amazing kill options with down air and up air. Jigglypuff has one of the worst ledge grab animations of the game. So if you're able to catch that recovery without an air dodge to ledge, you're done for. And then you can zone out with Razor Leaf constantly and make the ground game feel so oppressive.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You talk about characters that can control the pace of a matchup. Pokemon Trainer almost does it better than the rest of the cast because they just have so many different options, right? And Jigglypuff is this character that kind of feeds off of, the one opening that they can get, or in theory at least. And Pokemon Trainer just makes it so difficult for them to do that.
Yeah. The fact that they can down B out of your combos, not always, but that is an option. And again, forward air, up air, or not forward air, up air and down air. Just control every single decision that Jigglypuff makes. However, I'm feeling pretty optimistic. One thing I'm hoping for. I'm hesitant to even say it because I've seen it in so many games. It's such the obscure interaction. Okay, I'm gonna save it. But I have my fingers crossed that it'll happen. It involves rollout, and we're watching Wi-Fi Jigglypuff right now. You've got to use rollout at some point. As Stinky Cheese 782 rolls in with the green sleepy hat. We'll see how they're able to do on Pokemon Stadium 2. I mean, regular Pokemon battle.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what type of Pokemon trainer Gib really is, because I don't believe we specifically have seen him on stream, how he likes to play. And against Stinky Cheese, Stinky Cheese is one of these Jigglypuffs. There's been very few Jigglypuffs here in the EGF, but the ones that have shown up have typically had a lot of success.
There's that one opening you're talking about, but not quite able to extend it into much. Got the soft hit a pound. Landing back air, though, that's one of the moves that got changed. You can combo so hard out of landing back air right now, but missed tech at ledge is going to lead to a dash attack. Overcommitting on the edge guard, though, is actually going to give stage advantage back to Gib, and they're going to use it. I mean, this right now is not a great percent to be at. If you're able to get the edge guard, it's great, but the tether recovery is so hard to deal with, and that's just going to put Gib right back on there. And being ledge trapped by Ivysaur is terrifying, because if you go high, you're done for.
Yeah, great stuff by Gib there. Gets that down tilt to knock Stinky Cheese off stage, and then, like you said, just covers so many options, and that up air did end up taking the stock. Using the Flare Blitz there, that's a ton of damage on the Stinky Cheese now. He's got to play very carefully against this Charizard.
You're already at kill percent, Soy. I mean, you've got to be honest here, is they drop shield for another Flare Blitz. It is hard to react to online, but it's definitely feasible, as the back air will clean it up. Trying to play around this platform right now. Stinky Cheese slowly taking back stage control, but the swap out of the combo right there, the pound of that percent, not exactly true. And even with the fast fall in the forward air, Stinky Cheese isn't able to survive. Able to try and drift back to ledge, but able to get backstage for free, giving them a lot of space, a lot of respect.
Yeah, they know that Jigglypuff just needs that one opening, and if they just play safe, they can punish accordingly. And that's a good forward air. That's actually going to take the stock. I'm shocked at the angle that sent that.
Me too, honestly. Landing Nair doesn't quite set up for the tech chase that Stinky Cheese was expecting, even on Squirtle, as Squirtle's really good priority moves, really fast moves, are beating out Jigglypuffs a lot of the time, even in the air. And Squirtle's just able to control the ground game with the dash dance so much better. They can maneuver in and out of Jigglypuff's threat range in an instant. And you can see they're using that to just go for trades again and again. At this percent, a stock up, trades are exactly what Jigglypuff does not want.
Could be a good edge guard attempt. Gets the Nair. Another Flare Blitz.
Oh, and tries to contest with the up B, but not going to happen. Landing back air, though. Able to put them in position, but yeah, wisely not contesting that. If you're not in perfect position to contest the up B, you're just going to die for it. Because 58%, this is very doable for Stinky Cheese. One rest is all you need.
Loved the spacing on that last stock from Stinky Cheese to get around all of the quick, strong hitboxes of Charizard. Here's the opening, though. Gets the grab.
Tomahawk is going to give them an opening, like you said. But no tech chase situation. Dash attack not punish those. Stinky Cheese playing under this platform, but Gib doesn't want to let them in. The jab pressure? The triple jab on shield? Okay, getting a little testy with it, and the down air rest. Playing the odds, and the slot machine comes out all sevens. And Stinky Cheese, 7-8-2, takes the lead in this set.
What a play from Stinky Cheese, too. I mean, I feel like the fear factor just got to Gib at the end there. He was in control of that match for so long. Things get evened up, and he switches to Ivysaur, which has been golden all through game one. And then he just makes one defensive mistake, and instantly, like we said, Stinky Cheese capitalizes. Down air to rest. Why not go for it when it's all on the line? Great stuff to him.
Yeah, and I don't actually know the exact mechanics of it. Down air is a mysterious, magical move, Soy. But The general conventional wisdom is that heavies and super heavies are not actually the best to hit that on. The best people to hit down air rest on are characters who look like Jigglypuff, small orb-like creatures like Kirby, like Ivysaur. It's so easy to hit down air rest on Ivysaur, it's almost guaranteed. So as soon as they saw that come out, they saw kill percent, they saw that they had the opportunity to down air, you know they're pulling the trigger.
And running it back here for game number 2. And I don't mind this at all from Gib, because like we said, he was in control through the first 2 stocks of that matchup. But, you know, if he just cleans up that 3rd stock, doesn't let the mind game kind of get to him, he can have a lot of success here. But Stinky Cheese, like we said, very good at adapting and finding openings.
Yeah, but not quite adapting to aerial at ledge right there. Stinky Cheese trades 3 times and up to 69% without a single hit. I mean, Jigglypuff can stack on damage in an instant, but how you get that, that's the issue. Edgeguard scenario? Not quite. But they're able to get the soft forward air and a dash attack and the down air rest as well. Like I said, small characters die so easily to down air rest. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense if you think about it too hard.
And the opening that Stinky Cheese found, too. That was the last hit of Downer, I believe, that really allowed for that opening. And the shield break from Stinky Cheese.
Pound rest?
Oh,
no,
my.
up air rest instead. They're just going for the up air. They don't want to risk it. Don't want to risk it. You have the lead. Might as well just get your consistent damage. And while a kill would have been nice, you're not entirely sure, so why would you?
Take the damage and hold on to your stock. Why not when you have a lead like this, like you said. That forward air, though, again, killing off the top. So Gibbs strikes back here, but he's at high percent here, and Stinky Cheese with stage control.
Go for the sting at ledge, trying to cover everything except get up attack. Gib wisely choosing the way through. The key card, blinking green. As they're just trying to space these back airs at ledge right now. But the spacing game actually leans the way of Stinky Cheese for the moment. They have them at ledge, and that dash attack very overcommittal. It's going to give Charizard stage control. And look at these tilts. They just want the tip of that tail so badly, but Jigglypuff's not going to give it to them yet.
And Stinky Cheese knows, too, all those tilts are so dangerous. Love the idea there, but gets snuffed out by the forward air. And the up tilt, Gib controlling stage very well here.
Charizard's burst options are some of the scariest in the game. I mean, you gave a heavy that. You gave a Jigglypuff Ganon's back air? Okay. I mean, it happens, but still, killing at 130 from center stage, not terrible. As you end up whiffing the pound, punished with that pullback from the forward smash, but they're still able to live and getting the grab right now. This is a crucial bit of damage. Get the pound, but landing pound, they're still able to read the no air dodge, though. They're covering every option, and Gib doesn't have a jump. They're off stage. The tether won't connect, and Stinky Cheese 782 able to get the 2 stop and drive Marist's lead even farther into the horizon as UCONN's starting to get a little nervous.
And again, Stinky Cheese, like we said, finding the openings and just punishing accordingly. That first stock was really a tone setter, right? Because we saw Gib, you know, how he was able to kind of command the pace of the game through game 1. But then in game 2, when you stick to Squirtle for so long and Stinky Cheese still finds that opening, finds that early stock, you just knew that Gib was going to be fighting an uphill battle. And I think Stinky Cheese just took that and ran with it. The second he knew he had his openings, the second he knew he had the lead, he said, okay, I've got my game plan. I know he's going to be hunting for something. Let me punish accordingly. I just have to space around those dangerous tilts from Charizard, and I should be fine. And you saw it come to fruition there.
Yeah, I mean, the tilts are scary for sure, but somehow Jigglypuff's options are even scarier because of how many ways she has to combo into rest. Landing down air rest, rising down air rest, falling up air rest. Pound rest is a thing now. I was labbing that the other day. I cannot believe that actually is a true combo at times. And listen, when you have to respect that many moves, even if you don't know that Stinky Cheese is going to pull the trigger on the rest if they connect them, it controls your movement. It limits you. It binds you to one place. And that can allow for stuff like grabs. Like, you would rather get grabbed than falling up aired or down aired or something. But that still gives stage advantage over to the Puff. it still gives the opportunity to edge guard, and that's never a good position to be in, Soy.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And the pressure that Stinky Cheese can put on, too. I mean, think back to that first game when he's using jab just to pressure shield, right? It really shows, though, like, how much of a mind game it can be, because you tunnel vision on not wanting to get hit. The last thing you want to do is not get rested, and then you end up, eating so much shield pressure, eating percent because of it.
Now, the jab pressure is actually a little more of a true thing. Puff's jab used to be a meme. Like, the only useful thing with it is she had an infinite at, like, 192 on some characters. But with the recent buffs, you can actually combo into... They reduce the ending lag by a significant portion. So you can combo into kills on fast fallers, or, apparently, you can just use it as surprisingly safe shield pressure. As, I mean, it's just a constant rhythm, just knock, 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 knocking at your door. And you can't let him in, but you're not exactly sure when to time the roll away. It's still a new factor. And they're able to use that unfamiliarity to get the edge, and it's looking like we've got some new people coming in, and it's the clutch factor. The clutch factory, more from UCONN. CISO, Som 2001, however you want to call them, they have been phenomenal. Simply unmatched. There are a few Falcons in the league who can really stack up to what CISO brings to the table, and that's shocking considering the team they're on.
Yeah, no, on a team that is 0-5, CISO has kind of emerged as the shining star of this team at 2-0, and rarely allowing any points against while playing here as well. So CISO, this Captain Falcon, like you said, I think it's one of the best, if not the best in the league, the way he's been playing as of late. And so for the other side, Marist, you know what you're going up against. If you win this set, you likely put it all away, but it's going to be tough against this CISO.
Oh, very tough. Very tough indeed. We do have an opportunity, though. I mean, there's a joke that Captain Falcon is the easiest character to combo in the game. Sure, there's Donkey Kong and whatnot, but, like, Falcon players, they want to hold in. They want to go in, and that just makes them so vulnerable to being knocked around. If there's one person who can exploit that, it may be Chimmy. Now, Chimmy, well, last week didn't have the best showing. They kind of got zoned out. They weren't quite ready for the Wii Fit trainer. However, Chimmy has a phenomenal combo game, and they're playing Sora. Okay. Uncharted territory. Let's see how Chimmy Sora holds up to some of the other Soras we've seen in the league.
Yeah, Chimmy usually opting for the Steve and switching to Sora here. Like you said, a very interesting switch. I feel like the character dynamic and how you want to play is just completely different, but CISO does not care, off to a big early lead.
Yeah, CISO maybe not able to get the truest of combos, but the Nair pressure right here able to string together 39% already. And I love the sound effects on it. I mean, I know they're from the game, but it sounds like you're being whacked by a particularly stiff pool noodle. Like, thwop, thwop, thwop.
Now that I hear it, yeah, that's pretty accurate.
CISO is going off stage, and oh, down smash out of shield right there covers, well, what hit and also roll away. Nice stuff right there from CISO, able to get the early lead, but the up tilt is going to put them in disadvantage, but Sora not quite able to drift to where you want to be fast enough to get the juggle.
Good grab, and this is what CISO wants, all that damage. Another one, follows up, doesn't find the down air. Good shield there last second from Chimmy.
Yeah, very nice stuff indeed, but the down tilt into the up smash doesn't quite get the truest hit, but still trying to read something right there, and they're able to just knock him out of the ice after CISO's like, I'm not getting out. You dethaw me.
That up smash dangerously close to killing. And now that up B not going to connect either, but Chimmy not really quite able to punish it. Now finds his opening and gets some good damage.
Yeah, but the up B is going to reset things again, and exploiting the landing lag so well. It's scary to go off stage against Sora. Most characters can't, but when you have the burst movement to just rush out there underneath the thunder and get some good damage, speaking of good damage, down throw in the air, tries to read with the down air, but not going to connect, as even the parry on the down air isn't enough to get a true follow-up. There's a side B, tech chase on platform. It's going to lead eventually to some up airs, but at this point, Chimmy, they might be down and out. Are you as clutch on this new character? This is the test.
Lots of pressure. Can't find the opening. Good Falcon kick to just break out of that. And the back air, that should do it. CISO so quick in game number 1.
And the aggressive callouts off stage defined that entire game, Soy. I mean, look at it. They just zoom right out there underneath whatever Chimmy wants to go for and whack them. They're out of there. I mean, we saw Under the Thundaga before, threading the needle to get the nair there, and right there, Sora is so slow coming back to the ground. So why wait? Why not just expend all resources to get up there as fast as possible with the back air? I mean, sure, if you whiff, you're dead, but what if you don't? What if you hit it? What if you end the game right there? And then that's what got Connecticut 2 points on the board. So that confidence that CISO is playing in, definitely well earned.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's like you said, those offstage interactions really did make the difference. And they were so smart too, right? Because it's like you said, going offstage against Sora feels like it just feels like you're asking for trouble. He's got so many options to get back to stage, but smartly getting under the thunder, going up for that back air, and edge guarding too in this type of format is so vital, because the ability to seal away stocks is so important. You get 2 points on the board here. If this gets back to a 1 stock victory, UConn still would need a lot to find a way back. But if UConn find another 2 stock here, they're only 1 set win away from tying things back up. Every single stock matters, and so for him to just go all out, play smart, and clean up those stocks early, not give second chances away, that's a massive win for UConn.
100% Soy, and I feel like we could see this lead extended a little farther. I don't know how far Marist are gonna let it slip, though. I mean, they haven't been one to play with their food too much, as we can see. Off of the Sora, onto the Steve. Jimmy back towards the comfort pick. Steve still does do great against Captain Falcon. I mean, anyone who can get in on Steve before there's a severe deficit in resources can be a little tricky, but Steve, well, against fast fallers, the same song and dances. They pulled back to try and land on that block after it looked like they had gone too low. And then the block was gone. CISO's out of there.
Yeah, that's a huge stock for CISO to lose after playing so clean in game number 1. These are the combos that we were talking about from Chimmy, that we've been talking about since week 1. He's looked so clean, but CISO now with a chance, the opening, can't find the edge guard. Great recovery from Chimmy.
Yeah, just putting the block right there, trying to trip them up, but they don't cover the jump. Crucially, CISO sees the way through the maze. Labyrinth is solved for now, but, well, Jimmy's kind of a speed builder when it comes to setting up ledge traps, as they don't even need to let edge guard. They just go out there with the forward air, finish them off, and now they're fishing for more up tilts.
Yeah, and CISO's got to play so careful now on his last stock. He's got to find a way to get this back to relatively even. Doesn't want to give a lot of points away here. And Chimmy, look at the pressure. Again, all these up tilts. CISO just doesn't have a clean answer to.
Yeah, and who's ready to tech a wall and smash ultimate? I mean, right there. Made things a little tricky, and even if you do get a stock off Chimmy at this point, you've got the diamonds on lock. Tries to cancel your up B on the block right there. Not going to happen, as landing with the knee is an invitation to punish. 3 points on the board, undoing all the hard work that CISO put in earlier. And it kind of felt like a runaway train. I mean, that was a little bit brutal at times. I mean, so it just felt like they were running into bedrock. I feel like that's really all it was.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, you think back to that first stock where he misses the block and he can't recover. It feels like that's a gut punch. It feels like that just took the wind out of his sails and he could never really find a way back in. And also, we talk about changing pace. You go from this Sora that, was trying to get his combos ready, had some projectiles that weren't working, to this Steve that we've seen. It's tested. It's been very good so far. And like we said, Jimmy, his combo game, it is on point all of the time. He gets that one opening. He knows exactly what he wants to do, how he wants to follow it up. And so to have that kind of change of pace, to go from two completely different characters, it really, I think, got into CISO's head and threw him off.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's a completely different scenario. I mean, again, Steve matchup experience doesn't really help that much against Jimmy. They didn't get diamonds, even though they were in advantage until the latter half of the third stock. I don't even think they ever made diamond tools, Soy. Okay, CISO wants to play a more neutral-based game, try and win out in interaction, because we're going to see the Diddy Kong come out.
Yeah, and I like this switch because we saw in that first set how many neutral interactions CISO was winning and able to find in the first place. And look at the early pressure too on Jimmy. No time to really farm.
Yeah, not any whatsoever. Ooh, landing on the block right there. That's a terrifying situation because what do you do in it? No one knows. Oh, what? They use the dirt blocks to block off the ledge. That's like everyone's worst fears, but it came true because the explosion just bounced Diddy Kong away without hitting them, so they couldn't recover again. Soy!
My jaw dropped. I'm shocked. Yeah, no, that's everyone's worst fear, and it just came true. And now CISO, he's feeling the pressure because he's got to find a way to get back into this match, and he's down a full stock.
And Jimmy's like, okay, I'm just going to invest in my future a little bit. I got the diamonds, but maybe I don't even need them. As getting caught by the monkey flip isn't going to be a great change of pace. Jimmy, though, is able to just have safe pressure, covering a jump and then pressuring the shield all in one short hop.
CISO getting the banana ready, and oh, the cart beating out the banana projectile. So Jimmy able to survive for now. Again, at 130. It feels like he should be working on borrowed time, but CISO can't find an opening. He's playing very good defense right now.
The landing back air is not going to connect either. CISO kind of struggling. That up B could have been a huge punish, but you Z-drop the banana at just the right second. Going way above the ledge right there. That's a lot of respect, but Jimmy can cover above the ledge way easier than snapping right to it.
CISO wants this banana follow-up so badly, you can tell. But no chance here. Does find the up smash eventually, so Jimmy losing his first stock, but now Diamond on deck and at 110. Big opening here for Jimmy. Wants this edge guard, but won't find it.
And that block almost saved CISO's life, but not the perfect DI to get into it. As without a jump at ledge, CISO finds some mileage for a little bit, but they're not able to hold on to the advantage forever. Jimmy back on stage now. Oh, never mind.
This cart has done so much work for Jimmy in order to get out of disadvantage. And it just blocks and snuffs out so many options.
Yeah, it's just an instant reset for so many characters. But there's a jab forward air. Whoa, that cart falling all the way down. I thought it was going to grab CISO for a minute, but not this time. Tries to block off the ledge again, but CISO with the instant recovery is able to get around that little tactic.
Good forward air. Banana, follow forward smash. That's going to be the stock, so CISO with a chance here. Last stock scenario.
It's just a whisper, but sometimes a whisper is all you need. As that tricky scenario, you turn the blocks against Steve. That's usually what people do against Diddy Kong. 53% on the board already. CISO, it's looking like a very viable comeback, as you're kind of out of the combo percent now. And while Jimmy does have some good ledge setups, they've been proven not to work quite as well anymore. Landing with the block though, landing with the cart, getting out of disadvantage like you called. Can you turn it around? Can you clutch it out? Or will you get clutched upon as the up smash comes out? It's even percent, Soy.
Oh, banana. Good shield. Another good shield on the forward smash. Both getting a little eager for this kill.
But Jimmy's not going to make it easy for them. Not going to make it quick. Mission for the dash attack, but that's a greedy option. And, well, stack stay, my friend. But, ooh, using the block right there to get out of the banana. 135. Jimmy has lost their lead, but they are not out of the game yet. After the 3-stock last game, are they going to get clutched upon like this? Can CISO bring it back for the University of Connecticut? Get 5 points on the board? Spacing around that back air at ledge, pretty much anything will kill, and there's no way of D'ing into that block. As Jimmy sent off the stop, CISO, the hero play for the University of Connecticut, bringing it home 2-1. Not an easy 2-1, probably one of the hardest fought 2-1s we have seen in a long time, but they're still able to get some points on the board, Soy.
Yeah, and points on the board is going to keep them alive in this match for now. Credit where credit's due, though. That was well done by both of those players. And right at the end, I feel like, you know, CISO, not only, especially particularly in that last stock, I feel like all eyes were on CISO and that banana because everyone knows what Diddy Kong can do when that item is in his hand. But the awareness to throw out that up smash, to know that positioning of where Chimmy's going to be, where he wants to be, and finally catching out that jump and sealing away the stock. Well done to CISO.
Yes, now with 5 points on the board, if you get another win here, you've got a path to victory. It's getting that win, though, that's the tricky part. I mean, you've still got the likes of Coldface coming out here with, well, any character under the sun. And then there's the heavy hitters, the undefeateds, the Zucchini. There's the Zucchini at some point. But then there's also people like Luke, very consistent on the Sephiroth. Rograt, the original Greninja. I don't think Absol plays as much anymore. But Coldface, I feel like, is definitely a name we could be seeing coming up next.
Yeah, and Coldface is one of the younger players on this roster, new this season. And he's, like we said, had a lot of success, and on various characters too. So far, Ike, Captain Falcon, Lucina, all very strong. Coldface is 3-1 on the year. Wouldn't be surprised to see him, you know, come into a scenario like this. And this is the true test for UCONN, right? Down in a set, down a full 8 points. You don't need that perfect sweep in this fourth set to, you know, to tie it up and put it all on round 5. You just got to give yourself a chance. You just got to win this set and give yourself a shot in that 5th set. But this is the problem because a lot of UCONN's players in this scenario have ended up on the losing side of the coin more often than not. A lot of the players 0-2, 0-1, 1-2, losing records because they've had such tough matchups in this specific spot.
Yes. Now, I eat my words. I eat my words completely because Absol rises from the grave. Well, from the last season anyway, but when you consider how last year went, well, maybe not so much. Absol, more of a sub this year. They're playing PT, they're playing some Aegis, they're playing some Bowser, so not gonna be as rusted. I mean, they're just a generalist. Through and through. They play everything. They can cover any matchup. And they're going up against Get, a player I don't think we have seen much from the University of Connecticut. We'll see. I don't think we've actually seen them at all. I'm checking it out now.
No, this will be his first appearance on EGF, so I'm excited to see what he brings to the table. But like you said, Absol is kind of a veteran of the scene. I believe he's been here since season 1. And so, you know, that mastery of characters, that experience, I think, could really come in clutch here in this 4th set. But Get coming in here as the Ganondorf makes an appearance.
Interesting. I mean, gonna have a tough time getting in against the big hitboxes, but if you're gonna be sticking to Pyra, maybe you have a little bit of a better option, but a lot of Pyra's weaknesses are kind of negated when you don't have a character who can really punish her for them.
Yeah, no, it's going to be very difficult. And I like the side B to get back to stage there, around spacing around that neutral B from Pyra as well. Oh my goodness.
Oh, and that's a stock. Yeah, the Warlock Punch. Going to be sending you off the top. And now, as we're back down to earth, the up tilt isn't going to hit either, and that massive lead is going to make it easier for Ganondorf, but not completely easy, as going high against a lingering hitbox like that, it's going to be an easy opportunity for Absol to get a follow-up. Don't have the speed to get the punish even on Photon Edge at that range, though. That's rough. Poor Ganondorf. And now Ganondorf's up against a real top tier. The Mithra finally comes up, catching the jump off ledge right there and getting the spike on the air dodge in. That's so hard to do, but Get not gonna let it happen. Oh, and now after that early stock, it's gotta be hurting. Still very doable. Ganondorf kind of a comeback character, but what can you do right now? You have Pyra on ledge, try and grab ledge right there, maybe going for a ledge trump, but instead you're just set up for some combos set up way high above the stage.
Good forward smash read as well on that get back. Ooh, and the down smash connecting. So on the board, chance here, like you said, last stock scenario once again.
Pressing with the back air on platform, but that blazing edge, it's just a hard call out on any grounded option Ganondorf chooses. And, well, that's a lot more said than done. Mithra coming out now, and I don't feel like you care that much about the lightness at lower percents. There's the hard call out right there. But even on landing the down air, you didn't quite get the fast fall in there, so you can't punish with the forward tilt. Dash attack, though, will send them up. I mean, at this point, one mistake, and with this rage? One mistake, and with this rage? One mistake? No, they hit the tech. Okay. Absol gets out of the situation, but they're not out of the hot water yet as the up air connects. They're not dead yet, though. Trying to recover. Just barely able to snap to ledge, but the forward air will be the finisher. One mistake, and you lose advantage. They're in your head, and Get is able to get a point on the board for the University of Connecticut.
Yeah, that was...
Oh, well, anyways, as I was saying,
oh,
are you alive? Are you alive?
Am I back?
We're back. We're back. I'm so happy.
I was at a loss for words and a loss for internet there, I guess. Anyway, great stuff there to get to clutch that out. And interesting choice there from Absol, right? To use that swap to get back to stage. Of course, he has to swap to Mithra in order to get back to stage in the first place there, but the coverage by the ledge, there's just so much raw kill power on a character like Ganon. It's just so dangerous, and I feel like once again that kind of mind game plays a factor when you play a little bit scared, a little bit timid. It allows for those openings to happen,
and that's the power of playing the worst character in the game. You've got an aura about you. You're a menace. And you roll up with this threatening aura rolling off of you. And you're like, I think you're not going to be able to hold up under the pressure. I think you're going to crack. That is what Get is saying when they choose this character. And it worked. I mean, you saw that. They were at 0 to what, 90? And then all of a sudden it was a 0 to 90 combo. Or rather string, because it's not like Ganondorf has combos.
Yeah, no, it was a really strong showing, and here on PS2 looks like another strong showing as Get with a little bit of an early lead.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you let Ganondorf get a hit, it can be brutal, but just don't. Just don't get hit. That's what you got to do sometimes. I mean, it's real 2000 Smash wisdom right here. Don't get hit. Mind games. It's all about it. As they go for the tech chase again, not going to connect this time though, silly. Dash attack going to send him up the top, but Absol not quite down and out of it yet, but that up B commit right there. Get shockingly disciplined, not going for too many super punishable options. I mean, all of the options are technically punishable except for the Nair, which is why you see them use it so much. But it feels like Absol is letting themselves being baited into a lot of neutral Bs, a lot of up Bs, a lot of side Bs. and they get punished. They went for it all right there, though. As right now... Oh. This is getting a little tricky right now for Get. And oh my gosh. Abso. Kind of getting schmooved on, not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you, audience, my friends. Us always off on a little vacation. I really do feel like Abso, they can definitely make this comeback right now, but the fact they're on Pyro means they're not that confident. They're not that confident in their combo game. Maybe they are, though. Down tilt, not connecting to the Nair in its tech chase situation. They've missed that down air every time they've gone for it, though. But Doria. That'll be the final move of the game as Get cleans up shop. As that is going to be it for them. I mean, it's a tie game somehow. After that, I wasn't expecting that. I don't think Marist was expecting that either. And you know, Absol's dealing with some eyes burning into their shoulders right now, but I don't blame them for losing to Get in that fashion. Going up against a practice Ganondorf. A Ganondorf who has 3 tools in their tool bag, because that's all he really has, and uses them. You get the tech chase conversions, 40%. You get the landing aerials conversions, you get 40s to 60%. You get ledge traps, you get edge guards, you've got even more. You've got burst, you've got style, you got panache, you've got points on the board, 5 more for University of Connecticut and Marist College. Woo boy. Now it's starting to look a little bit hairy for them. I mean, one bad choice right here, one bad option, and it's could be pretty dire. We are just making sure everything's all good. No worries, my friends. I thank you all for your patience in waiting for the beloved Soy to return. He'll be back, though. He'll be back. Don't worry. Don't you sweat it. As this is going to be Game 4 right now. Or Game 5, rather. And they're not messing around. They've got Luke coming in. No Zucchini this time. That's interesting. Maybe Zucchini's not even there. Maybe Zucchini just gave them their account to call bans from. But Luke, no one to mess around with. The Cloud and the Sephiroth does give you a lot of option coverage. And I feel like online particularly they do well, as the Kid is going to be coming in from the side of the University of Connecticut. I'm not exactly sure where the Kid resides. Well, I know they're in Connecticut, and that means maybe they're a Captain Falcon player, but I don't believe that's the case. Either way, let me take a quick look. The Kid, this is actually their first match. A lot of new players for the University of Connecticut. I wonder if they had a recent, I do wonder if they've had a recent recruiting event. As, like I said, we're just trying to get everything all figured out. Alright, now, let me think. The Kid. Kirby Kid? Maybe? No. Well, either way. The Sephiroth is an interesting pick. They are a kid. They're a kid now, they're a squid now. They are Nest. One of the online monsters right there, and not because of the side B. It's conventional wisdom the side B is the most broken move in all of casual Smash. But it's really not the case in higher level play. What you're seeing right now is right there. It's a button check, by the way, my dear audience. That is why this is happening. These happen a lot of the time, but sometimes they, we like to show off how the players get ready for their match. And you saw all the aerials the Kid was doing, all of the little sparkles around them. That is what makes Nest so dangerous. The fact that all of the aerials are just slightly disjointed. The issue is, what that usually lets you do is beat out most people. But like, you can beat out most other aerials. You can have priority over them. Sephiroth, you're not going to trade. So the extra range is still going to do you favors if you're the kid. But it's not going to just win out aerial trades for you. I mean, when you're fighting Ness, you've got to look at their playstyle. If they're in the air, you play more grounded, you can beat them out. If they're on the ground, you play more aerial, you can beat them out. If you try and meet them head-to-head, you usually lose, unless your sword is the size of a battlefield platform. Then maybe things are a little bit different, as Luke opening up, controlling this center stage, trying to zone them out. They see that landing right there, they catch the side B. Now they gotta worry about that. Can Ness absorb the shadow flares, though? That's gonna be something to keep an eye out. That's a genuine bit of matchup knowledge that I need to figure out, as not even going for the 2-frame yet, just trying to get a read on what the recovery options are for the kid, as they're trying to avoid up B at all costs. Playing around the platform now. The tech chase isn't enough, and the up tilt actually skewers the little boy. The anti-air is not quite enough, as my counter, my down B, that's what the kid just said, gets a percentage by sucking up that not Tetrakarn right there, as they get the neutral get up through that inside right there. And Luke feeling a little nervous about using a lot of these projectiles now, and they've got to rely on the good old-fashioned reaction ledge trapping with the sword, which is not bad, as you can see the triple forward tilt at ledge demonstrates, but there it is. You remember last time how Luke just stood there and watched the kid recover? That's why. You're figuring out how they like to, how they feel safe, and then you can line up the down air to punish it perfectly. But you're still a stock down.
Am I back now? I think I'm back now. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. Yeah, no, this is a fun one, Luke. You know, like we said, big name on this roster, and that was a huge stock for him to take, and controlling space very well against the kid, like you said.
Right at this moment, they're trying to get that absorb, and they do get some percent for it, but they're still off stage. Now, as they are getting into it, Luke is able to, tries to get the counter right there, but snaps the ledge before it can come out. Sephiroth's counter a little bit tricky compared to others.
Yeah, kind of a weird interaction there. That counter, like you said, not able to connect in time, and so the kid able to hold on to his stock and making it very difficult now for Luke to find the hit he needs. That up B nearly the follow-up, but not quite yet. Good grab, and the back throw will do it. So now Luke on his last stock.
Yeah, as getting a little tough for them. I mean, you still got the stock up, but at this percent, any edge guard could lead to a kill. But not even having the edge guard air dodge right there, that's crucial for the kid. As they get the PK fire into the forward smash, they're able to finish them off and get some more points on the board. University of Connecticut, we talked about the possibility of an upset, but this is looking a lot more serious. Yeah, as my apologies, everyone. One little technical difficulty to the other. I was hoping I wouldn't have to use this, but I will be back in a moment. But I'm still here. I'm still with you as I try and figure out these technical difficulties. And what I did see was the kid doing work. Specifically, a lot of good on-stage combo game.
Yeah, no, absolutely. He not only was he landing combos, but he was also spacing around Sephiroth very well. You know, Sephiroth can just cover so much area with that massive sword, like you said, but we talked about it a little bit with the Stinky Cheese matchup. Once he finds that one opening, he can do so much damage. And for uncharacteristically, for Luke, it felt like Luke was kind of in a state of, right idea, wrong execution. Think back to that counter on ledge. He gets the counter, but he doesn't land in the hitbox. And it was kind of that time and time again from Luke in that first game.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like the edge guards are definitely an opportunity for improvement, but it's a lot easier said than done. Air dodge to ledge is so hard to punish. We saw it once. We're not going to see it a lot online.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Headed into game number 2, we'll have to see where they opt for. I'm not 100% sure what stage Luke might favor, but I'd have to guess that my adjustment, I guess, for Luke heading into game number 2 would be, do what you do best, right? Don't worry about the the 1 or 2 straight hits that you can take, right? Just don't get hit by the home run swing, right? The side B does so much work, and that's not the mix-up I was expecting. Byleth going to be the choice here for Luke.
I mean, with how many times MK Leo played Best Nest on Wi-Fi, I don't think it's a matchup that is not worth studying, but you're right. This is a kind of tricky one, as I do feel like maybe this is a little bit better. I mean, you don't have to... You do definitely have more tools in neutral, as Sephiroth's... There's no absorbs going on, and it feels like Luke leans a little heavily on that. It's just all raw hitboxes, and a really nice recovery to boot.
That side B doing so much work again for the kid, and... Oh, parry to down smash. Luke taking the first stock.
And now, with that on ledge, oh, the kid not quite able to do it. But with Luke in the lead, the kid not able to get the ledge trap either. And now they're off stage. And with the down smash, oh man, the kid is looking brutal, but that spike doesn't send perfectly. 66% though, just from one ledge interaction. The landing magnet though, the drag down into the grab. They're not able to finish the conversion though, as they snap right to ledge, avoiding that lingering hitbox.
Ooh, I like the idea there from Luke to go for the nair off stage, but it doesn't quite connect. Good snap to ledge as well, but the kid will end up taking that stock. So Luke losing his first one, and still a lot of work for the kid to do.
Yeah, as now... You've got to wonder, how do you get around this oppressive ground game? Because Ness loves to jump in with an approaching aerial, but with a fade back aerial, Byleth just stuffs you out.
Yeah, and you see it there. The up there taking that second stock as well, and now the pressure on the kid to make a play. And this is where Luke thrives. When players have to make something happen, he just finds so much off one opening. Oh, that could have been the stock, but the kid getting away from that down smash.
Yeah, and now at this point, ooh, side B not going to quite connect either. And there's a forward smash. Oh, the trade right there. Luke keeps them on the board. 2 more points right now. But, I mean, the fact that the kid brought this to a game 3, now it's getting a little dicey. Some real opportunities here. As you can see, I apologize, my friends. I will be back soon. I will be back soon. I promise you. But right now, I can't even turn that off right now. As we've got to focus on the game. This can be a little bit tricky. I feel like the kids' game plan is just completely disrupted by what Byleth did. They liked the Sephiroth. They liked how they could take away tools. But the tools are being taken away from the kid now.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, the Byleth switch really worked out in his favor, and it's like you said, just the things that he could exploit in game number 1, were not an option in game number 2. I mean, even on trades, like you saw at the end, it was just Byleth, the distance, the angles they can cover, the pressure they can put on. It's just a lot more for Ness to deal with, and we're in one of those wacky point scenarios here where a tie could be in the books for us if things go the right way, but that's not what these players are focused on. These players are focused on winning their set, winning this match specifically, and trying to earn themselves the victory here. So a lot of pressure on these last 2 players, and we have seen Luke numerous times in this pressure cooker situation now, and he's usually come out on top, but against the kid, first time on stream, who knows what he'll go with.
Well,
another character swap.
okay. Well, definitely interesting coming out here as Okay. I feel like on paper, this is a pretty good option. I mean, the Nair is a really good option to contest with a lot of what Byleth. It's one of the best get-off-me tools in the game, and you're able to combo with that back air as well. Stuff out the jump with the Nair. Looking good right now for the kid, but I feel like Luke is able to get a lot of mileage once they close the distance. But that's not something you say about Byleth a lot of the time.
Yeah, and the other aspect of this matchup that I'm curious to see is that edge guarding aspect, because I feel like these two characters can really beat up on each other. It just takes a lot more setup from the kid, but I love that from Luke, going down there, gets the side B sweet spot, and takes that stock early.
And all the kid needs to do is win with one stock. That's all you need. This isn't one of those, it'll send us to a tie, but maybe that's all you want. As Boomerang coming back isn't enough. The kid right now, searching for their opening, but being down a stock right now means Luke doesn't feel the same pressure to approach like they did before, catching the spot dodge with that forward smash, the tip of the spear going straight through Link's heart as they try to wait for the air dodge, and then they commit to it anyway. It's too late though. Going off stage, gonna put them in a ledge trap scenario, but they get interrupted out of the up B by the Boomerang right back at you.
Huge Boomerang there from the kid, but the spacing of Luke right now, everything between the arrow, the forward airs, the back airs, that is a huge stock for the kid to take with that up B, but it just feels like the kid doesn't have time to get the setups he wants with all these projectiles that are a huge part of Link's kit.
I know they do not, so I know they do not, as, well, they're able to get the up tilt right there, get a little more percentage on the board, and one good back air could set up for a lot of trains, but how are you going to get that? That's the issue, as it feels like Luke is hitting everything but the kid, which is important, because if the kid chose an option at a shield there, they would have been punished. But they held the line and held down for a little too long when getting that down B, because they weren't able to get the bomb recovery. Now Luke, a stock up clean, goes for the dash attack right now. The kid, this stock is their lifeline. If they're able to get it, they're able to send out Samsam again or somebody, get some more points on the board, get the Nair to interrupt them, but they almost get spiked. At that low percent, though, you're not going to be caught. Forward air on shield, though, fully shielded. Luke not going to let you through that easily. Good landing with the down air, though, punished again. The kid looking to make a comeback.
So dangerous. Good shield on the forward air. These up Bs, again, have just done so much work. I believe it's Link's fastest out of shield option. Good Nair there to catch him. Can't go off stage, doesn't want to get spiked by that up B. And threatening the bomb once again. Gets a little greedy for the forward smash, but that back air is huge.
And now we've got the trap laid. But going for the full jump back air is going to give you the opportunity to throw it. Tries to tech chase with that Nair, but you're way too high a percent for that to work. The tomahawk grab, though, almost leaves you exposed, but the forward smash out of shield is able to punish that down smash. The kid in this, yet the kid could do this, Soy. But, well, I mean, that's how you start it. And that's not how you continue it. The down tilt leading you to more percent. All you're getting is stray nairs. You need more than that. But the stray nairs will help you later when you get a better hit, a stronger hit. But that up air is a stronger hit, Soy.
So close here, 136. Feels like the kid's working on borrowed time. It's been so difficult for him to get anything going. He needs a little bit more chip damage. Could get something here. Good grabs. Bomb. Gonna pressure. Not gonna be able to find that next nair, though.
This is do or die right now, and both these players feel it. Playing around these platforms way up high, but as you fall down with the Nair, you're able to beat out anything Byleth's pitiful weapons could do. Link's powerful thighs are not going to be defeated by anything, but able to go way deep right there, not getting caught by that side B. That's the adaptation you want to be seeing at this level.
Oh my, that landing so dangerous. Nearly finds the bomb too. He wants this forward air so badly. Air dodge in, forward tilt, that's gonna do it. Luke clutches it out.
I was feeling the cheering for the kid in my heart deep inside, but ultimately it's not going to be the case, Soy, as Marist stops the upset, stops the reversal, and at an 18-12 scoreline after that last game, Marist College is able to clean up and continue their dominance. They dropped it a little bit last week, and it looked a little shady this week, but they're able to bring it back in style after that win, and also back in style me. Technical difficulties, they will happen to everyone. They will happen to anyone, and they happen to me. But they're gone, and that was, honestly, that was just a duel of wills towards the end there. Both of them were playing so safe, with landing nairs and landing back airs being their main way in, and then that little ping pong combo happened and the entire pace of the game changed.
Yeah. You find that one opening sometimes and it just can get you so much mileage. And I really like the kid numerous times that set threatened the bomb, throws it, gets it right next to that shield, then runs up and grabs. And it almost acts like a tomahawk, but with that extra little bit of pressure on top of it. And it got him a lot of mileage, got him a lot of that early percent on that last stock. But again, I have to almost go back to, I believe it was stock number 2, where he could not use the bomb to recover back to stage. And he's sent off stage by his own bomb in the first place. And if he finds a way back there, or if he just, spaces that out a little bit more properly, who knows how this set plays out. It's the little details in this game that can make a massive difference. And you saw it there in this set.
100%. As we're just checking out how they're feeling about an interview now. Yeah, we are going to get an interview and find out how Marist was feeling in that clutch scenario when we get to talk to Relax in just a few minutes. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on EGFC with an interview. Welcome back, everybody, to the EGFC. We are here with Relax from Marist College after their win. How you doing, Relax?
Doing great today. How you guys doing today?
Hey, we're doing fantastic, especially after that show you put on where you were the opener and you're definitely, I mean, I'm not just saying this because you're in the interview. You're looking a lot cleaner than you have, than when you started out. I mean, the punishes, the discipline towards the end. Like, how has your training with the team been now that you're all in person?
My training in person has gotten so much better. Like during quarantine, I was doing a lot of online tourneys. It's unfortunate doing online tourneys, but it really helped me like progress through the EGF. But when I got back with the team and started doing actual practices, I felt so much better.
Yeah, that's really good to hear. And it definitely shows in your play. It felt a lot more tight-knit. There were a lot less like slippery moments. And well, that's exactly what we're looking for. So good on you.
Thanks.
Yeah, so you, like we said, were the opening round there against Cozy Wrath, and Cozy Wrath is one of these players for UConn that's got a whole slew of characters. So what was the kind of game plan going in the first round?
So I haven't really played Shulk much in bracket, so I just wanted to make sure, like, when he was doing Manano, like, what I should be doing when he was shielding. I did mess up a little bit going for down tilt up smash, trying to get a kill while he did have shield on. I could have done a little bit better adjusting towards that. I really hope I got that counter spike off stage. That would have been pretty huge, but he wasn't big enough percent, so unfortunately it cost us a point, but, you know.
Well, that point almost cost you everything, as you all almost went into a tiebreaker. If you all had gone to a tiebreaker against the University of Connecticut, who do you think you would have sent in?
Honestly, probably Stinky Cheese, honestly.
Really? I mean, Stinky Cheese was the one people were... I asked, like, who the hidden bosses on your team were, and they were the shout-out. Can you give us any insight into why you think that?
Yeah, he's a real, like, online warrior, as we like to say. But, yeah, when he plays online, he's a different breed. He's a different kind of player.
Is that your nice way of saying you'd beat him up offline, or?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right. Love to hear it.
All right. So next week, you guys get Seton Hall, and then you wrap up this split with Wichita State. So, what kind of goes into that weekly preparation for these out of conference matchups?
When we go into the next couple matches, we kind of want to prepare ourselves into our actual opponents that are in the MAC, so we're ready for the MAC championship and see what other people got. We'll be a lot better offline, I'm pretty sure. So, but yeah, we want to secure that number one seed spot, and we're going to do everything we can. And GG's to UConn. We definitely underestimated them, and it was overall a great game.
Yeah, GG's indeed. It was a close one, but congrats once again for you all pulling it off, and thank you for coming in for this interview.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem indeed, as we are going to be going to a quick break. When we return, we will be going into our next matchup, which I believe is going to be a good one. Iona College versus George Washington, or William and Mary? I don't know. Either way, it's William and Mary, and it's going to be exciting. But for now, I've been Keel Miles. This has been Soy. We'll see you all in just a little bit.
Tilt like a boonga butterfly. Tilt like a boonga. Tilt. It's so easy. Tilt like a boonga. Tilt like I tilt like a